The concept for Helter Shelter is really brilliant, and for the most part, I enjoyed the execution of the narrative, but I feel like towards the end, it started to lose the appeal. I won't discuss what happens at the end. I don't think it's a bad ending. I just feel like it didn't sustain itself for the entire episode. Helter Shelter is the fifth episode of the 14th season of The Simpsons, and something happens. I won't say what, I won't ruin it too much, but something happens that means the Simpsons have to temporarily leave their home, and the best option they have is to star in this reality TV show. And it's a TV show where they live in a home that's modelled on a typical home in the 1800s. I can't remember exactly which decade, but at one point Marge mentioned Victorians, which I always find really interesting when Americans refer to something as being Victorian, which obviously Victorian comes from the reign of Queen Victoria. It just always fascinates me, but that's irrelevant to the episode. And they have to live in this house and make bread the old fashioned way and shave the old fashioned way, and things are going quite well in terms of the ratings, but they're definitely not exactly having the best time of their life. The reason I loved the idea of this is because I love shows like this, or I used to. I don't really watch that much reality TV now, but I used to watch this TV show called Turn Back Time, and then there was Turn Back Time the High Street, where families lived or worked from various time periods. And it just completely ate into my love of that kind of TV show. And I think whoever came up with this brilliant concept, I think it's such a fun idea. And as I said, for the most part, the execution of the narrative is not too bad. I just feel like it didn't completely sustain itself all of the way through. It started to wear thin a little bit, and I don't love the direction it took. But nevertheless, I still enjoyed the episode. I had fun with it. I think it worked very well. I thought the setup was pretty good. I thought most of the execution of the main narrative was enjoyable. So for the most part, Helter Shelter is one that I really liked. It could have been better, but I'm satisfied enough. I enjoyed it. Maybe not as much as I'd hoped, but I definitely liked it. I think season 14 is definitely a pretty solid season, um, at least so far. Whereas the last few seasons have been really not that very strong. But season 14, it's not doing too bad.